In this tutorial we are learning arrays. Arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable. Now instead of declaring separate variable for each value, to declare an array define a variable type with square brackets. Normally an array is a collection of similar types of element which has contiguous memory location. Java array is an object which contains element of a similar data type. Additionally, the elements of an array are stored in a contiguous memory location. It is a data structure where we store a similar elements. We can store only a fixed set of elements in a Java array. Array in Java is index based, starting with 0. The first element of the array is stored at the 0th index, second element is stored on first index, and so on. Now, unlike in C and C++, we can get the length of the array using the length number. In C and C++, we need to use the size of the operator. In Java, array is an object of a dynamically generated class. We can store primitive values or object in an array in Java. Like C and C++, we can also create single dimensional or multi-dimensional arrays. In Java also we can do it. Now advantages that it is used for code optimization. It makes the code optimized. We can retrieve or sort the data efficiently. We can get any data located at any index at an index position. Now there are two types of array: single dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. Above we have discussed about single dimensional array. Now we will talk about multi-dimensional array. In such case, data is stored in rows and columns based on index known as matrix. Let's say there are 3 arrays are there, so it will store in rows and columns, so it will go in 9. So it is known as matrix form. The array you have been used so far have only held one column of data, but you can set up an array to hold more than one column. These are called as multi-dimensional array. Now what we have discussed right now we will see in the form of program. Now this is the first program. Here I had made array, you can see over here. Now in that in array this is 0 index. Tata Mahindra is 1, Bajaj is 2, and Maruti is 3. So it starts with 0 index, 0 1 2 3, and here I am printing the 0 index. So what it will be printed? It will printed Tata. So the Tata has been printed over here. So in this way the array works. It works through an index. Now access the element of an array. You can access an array element by referring to the index number. So here we are running a program through the index number. This statement access the value of the first element in a car. So the first element is 0 in this. So it has access the first element, that is 0 is Tata. Note, array index starts with 0 is the first element and 1 is the second element. So this thing you need to keep in mind while running a program through array. Now we'll see the second program. Now in second program also the 0 index is Tata, but in Tata had stored what? Opel. So what it will be printed? Opel, because the last value it gets stored. So the last value is Opel. So let's see the output. I got the output, that is Opel. The same program. Now changing an array element. To change the value of a specific element, refer to an index number. So in this way we have changed the element over here. Now third program, array length. Now to find out how many length element an array has, use the length property. Now here cars is there over here written. So CARS. So the length of the property is 1 2 3 4. Length starts from 1 2 3 4, but index starts from 0 1 2 3. So here the length of the cars CARS is 4. So Tata, Mahindra, Bajaj and Maruti. So it has calculated the length has calculated, that is 4. So this was a very simple program. Now we'll move to the other program. Now here we will work through the loop condition. Now here 0 is there and the length is 4. So it will work over here like this. Tata, Mahindra, Bajaj and Maruti Now I is equal to 0, I less than car dot length. Now the value of I is 0. Now 0 is less than 1, answer is yes, so Tata will be printed. Now the I value will become 2. Now 2 is less than, now how it goes on, okay, the I value will get incremented and the car length is 4. Now starting with, okay, I value is right now 0. 0 is less than 4, answer is yes, so Tata is printed. Then 1 is less than 4, answer is yes, Mahindra is printed. Now from 0 to 1 it got, okay, through incremented. Now 2 is less than 4, answer is yes, Bajaj is printed. So the I value is getting incremented every time when the loop is running. So it is going according to the car length. Car length is 4. So your car dot length, okay, the value is 4, and I, okay, starts from 0 because the I value starts from 0, okay, and it will go, okay, to 0, 1, 2, 3. So it will be printed, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, Tata, Mahindra, Bajaj and Maruti. So in this way the program goes on. Now we'll see the other program. Okay, now in this program, in the array, okay, the block of memory I had stored, that is 5. So it first, okay, declares an array of integer I had declared, then allocating the memory for 5 integers. So here the memory location is 5. In 0 index I had stored, okay, 10, in 1 20, and in 2 30, and in 3 40, and in 4 50. So in this way, okay, in the memory space, okay, I had stored, okay, all the values, and according to that, okay, the output will be printed over here. In 0 index, okay, 10 is stored, and in 120, 230, 340 and 450. So this was again a very simple program in array, and it works, okay, through a loop condition. Int is equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. So index was 4, according to that 0 2 4, and memory location it took 5. So and here it goes, okay, and through the increment value the output will be printed where the memory, like where I had stored. In 0 I had stored 10, and in 2 30, and in 1 20. According to that it will get printed over here. This way, okay, accessing the element of specified array. Now we'll see the other program. The same program, okay, array, okay, memory location 33 4 5. So 0 2 3, okay, the memory location has been created, and according to that, okay, it will get printed, okay, printing array using for each loop. 33 4, 33 3 4 and 5. So according to the memory location through index number it will get printed over here. Now we'll see one more program. Here also the program is same. I is equal to 0, I less than a dot length, okay, length is the property of the array as I told you. Now in 0 10 is stored, and in 1 20 stored, and in 2 70 stored, 3 40 stored, and 4 50 stored. So according to that, okay, it will get printed over here. Let's see the output. 10 20 70 40 50. So in this way your output is generated. Now I'll see the another program. Here also the same, okay, 33 3 4 and 5 will be printed, okay, according to the length of the property of array. And here is the output: 33 4 5, 33 3 4 and 5 through loop condition, for loop. I'll see program number 9. Now this is multi-dimensional array. Here you can see, okay, two-dimensional arrays, multi-dimensional arrays has been created. 2 blocks is there. Now how it works, okay, as I told you, in multi-dimensional array, data is stored in rows and column based on index known as matrix. The arrays have been used, the arrays you have been using so far have only held one column of data, but you can set up an array to hold more than one column, and they are called as multi-dimensional array. Now here it will be printed 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Here is the output. Okay, so in this way it goes on. Okay, you can see 2 blocks of array. Here 1 2 4 is stored, and here 5 6 7 is stored. So total 7 has been stored over here. I'll see one more program. elements here. Now here also 1 and 2, okay, multi-dimensional array is there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 4 5 6 9 and 7. So in length 1, how many are there? Here we are calculating the length of row 1, length of row 2 and length of row 3, okay, and the array starts from 0 1 2. So in length of row 1, how much is there? 1 2 3, 3 length is there. And in length 2, how many length is there? 4 5 6 7, 4 9, 4 5 6 9, 4th length is there. Length starts from 1 2 3, and in length 3 only 1 is there. Index number starts from 0 but length starts from 1. So in this way you can print, okay, a program through length also in multi-dimensional, like in the multi-dimensional array. Now we have one more program over here. Same, creating a 2D array. For each loop access the individual array inside the 2D array. Second, for each loop access each element inside the row. Now here also multi-dimensional array has been created. Now let's see the output. It's 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 6 9 and 7, because it is happening, okay, for each loop access the individual array inside the 2D array, and second, okay, for each loop access each element inside the row. So in this way your output will get printed. Now this is the program number 12, creating a 3D array. So now you can see 1 2 3, 3 blocks of element is there. Now 2D colon test, in test 2D is there, and in array 2D array 1D is there, and array 1D item is there. So in this way, okay, it will form, okay, for loop over here, and output will be printed like this. All the block of element, okay, 1 minus 2 3 4 2 3 4, okay, everything will get printed, okay, by using for each loop to iterate through each element of 3D array. Okay, so this was a very simple example of 3D array, and all the programs are very simple. You can easily do it, okay, through the concept of array. I hope you have understood the tutorial. Thank you.